Hey kids, welcome to Stylus Rumble thingy time thing. I don't know what this is. Stop laughing! If you hear giggling, that's my husband giggling. Oh, before I get started, announcements. I didn't announce the daily. I'm doing a webinar, so you can look that up on the Toon Boom website. It's happening May 24th from 2 to 3. So it's going to be a live stream where I talk about the basics of particle emitters. So if you guys are interested in particle emitters, you can jump on there and I'll do an overview of the basics. I'll do a couple of demonstrations. It's going to be like a Q&A thing. It's going to be lots of fun. So go sign up and join me there. They usually, I think they post them afterwards. So if you can't catch it live, pretty sure you could see it afterwards. But today, if any of you guys follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you have seen my little grape friend, and I asked people to throw out some names on there. So I got a few good names. I only thought about it like a couple hours ago. So Rupert, I really like Rupert. Gilbert, I thought that was a little too cliche. Drape, also known as Purple, or Pineapple the Grape, which is kind of funny. I think Something the Grape would be a little bit funny. My husband's personal favorite, Grapey McGraperton, he was leaning for that one. But my favorite is from my friend Randall, who said Jammy. I think that's like a little bit sad, funny. So I decided to go with Jammy, but his last name will be McGraperson for my husband and for Sarah, who suggested it. So here is Jammy. I wanted to play around in 15 a little bit before I really like deep dived into the fairy rig, because I don't want to play around too much with that, like testing stuff, because I'm afraid I'm going to chop her up and break her forever. So I made this little grape because it's something I can just throw things on really fast and kind of test out different ideas. And I figured I'd let you guys play with it too. So tonight I'm going to post this up on Gumroad, and you can download Jammy for free. Don't do it. I guess you could do horrible things to Jammy. Don't do horrible things to Jammy. But I just wanted to play with some of the new toys that are kicking around. So one of the things I'm just totally in love with is the 2-point constraint, which lets you do squash and stretch. And here I've got two 2-point constraints running out of the same pegs. And I've done videos for all the stuff I've done in here. So if you don't know exactly how to set up your 2-point constraint, you can pop on my other videos and check that out. And Toon Boom has some good learner videos for this stuff. Wow. But I did two because I didn't want the face to transform as much. So here I could set the face up with the body, but you can see how far the face is stretching. So I thought maybe I'd set up just a friend 2-point constraint like this. And this one has a max volume of 200 and min volume of 25. And this one's 120 and 77. So I've just slightly reduced the amount of squash and stretch that the features can get. So even though squash along with the face, it's a reduced amount. That made me feel happy. I'm still not in love with the legs. So I think that's something that'll get moved around or changed in 2.0. Because the 2-point constraints have this really cool ability of having your legs stick. But because of the stretch factor, I'm getting some weird stuff if I go too far. So if you keep it within a little bit of a limit here, it's not too bad. It stays pretty reasonable. But I did add some adjusters down here. So if you stretch it like this, you really want to completely demolish this character, you can adjust and clean up those joints. Because you know we don't like sloppy joints. That's just gross. Front view is default, so if you need to reset, that's the place to do it. And I'm having trouble saving my master controller. Our friend Scriptor has made us a lovely master controller. I pasted out all the frames you're going to need for that, so you can, I've got a video showing how to use that master controller, and Toon Boom's also put out their own master controller. So you should be able to hook that up. If I get a 2.0 version working with the master controller, I will upload that one to Gumroad and I'll let you guys know. But for now, you can do the old-fashioned way. In the old days, what we do is drag our keyframes along, and then we paste in the ones we need as we need them. Bloop. So say we needed our character to do this, bloop, then we can do that. So she's pretty animation friendly. She tweens pretty good. She's got a few little substitutions. I've got a few blinks. Boop, 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 boop. She's got a deformer mouth, so you can do, or he, I guess it's a he. So you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with this mouth. Move the tongue around. The teeth are adjustable if you need that. And she's also got a few substitutions just because the way that the mouth is set up, doing closed mouths with the deformer mouth set up this way. Because if you actually look in the drawing view, it's got this crazy green screen thing. Setting that up to do, like, once you shrink it, it causes distortion problems. So if you go too far, you can see the green screen starts to shatter the character's face. So I've just thrown in a couple little closed mouths. And the deformer's only on the widest, on one. She's so stretchy. Here's another place where I've been kind of playing around and I'm not sure what I want to do. The lower body here can be connected to the lower peg so that she stretches this way. Whoa. I'm not sure if I want that to happen or if I like having the legs disconnected. Something to play around with. And the arms, I threw on a couple transformation limits, so that you can rotate the character and her arms aren't going to rotate. Whoa. So her arms are going to counter animate. Her face is another place where it could be detached. I've kind of kept things clumped a little bit up here so that I can attach or detach. I'll kind of tidy that up for you guys. Features. See, like, if you use this peg here, you don't need to stretch the features. It's got some interesting choices to play with. But I just wanted to, since I was making this grape anyway, I figured I'd just share it with you guys, and you could give me some feedback on what you like about it, what you don't like about it. If you're doing 15 rigs, you're playing with some of these new toys, I want you guys to tell me what you're doing. Let me see your rigs if you don't mind. If you're happy for me to share them on the channel, that's fine. Or if they just wanted to keep it private, that's fine too. Just let me know. And as I make changes to Jammy here, any upgrades, I will let you know, and I'll upload the new version to Gumroad and keep you apprised. Whoa. No, I don't think I'm into that. Whoa. See, because if it's not connected, and it still has some good, I don't know. So, this is Jammy 1.0. If you do decide to use this character in an animation of any kind, just tag me so I can see it, because I think it's super fun to see that. And I'm probably going to be doing some little test animations of this character in future videos, just to see how I can get these walks working, like how much actual utility I can get out of these things, play with some of the different new stuff. It's been on my to-do list, and I have so many things happening right now that I'm getting nothing done. So, thanks for dropping by. This wasn't very educational, but hopefully there's some of you out there with 15 that could download this and have a good time. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future, because I don't know what I'm doing. I just make this stuff up as it go. Like, share, subscribe, all those things internet people ask you to do, and go see me on my webinar. It'll be super fun. Hooray!